This is Revii, the fourth reading of our weekly Torah portion of Naso. It's found in the book of Numbers, chapter 5, verse 11, and it goes through chapter 6, verse 27. Pretty long aliyah, it's 48 verses. Starting with Numbers, chapter 5, verse 11. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, should any man's wife go astray and deal treacherously with him, and a man lie with her carnally, but it was hidden from her husband's eyes, but she was secluded with the suspected adulterer, and there was no witness against her, and she was not seized. But a spirit of jealousy had come upon him, and he became jealous of his wife, and she was defiled, or a spirit of jealousy had come upon him, and he was jealous of his wife, and she was not defiled. Then the man shall bring his wife to the Kohen, and bring her offering for her 1/10 of an ephah of barley flour. He shall neither pour oil over it, nor put frankincense on it, for it is a meal offering of jealousies, a meal offering of remembrance, recalling iniquity. The Kohen shall bring her forth and present her before the Lord. The Kohen shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and some earth from the Mishkan floor. The Kohen shall take and put it into the water. Then the Kohen shall stand the woman up before the Lord, and expose the hair on the head of the woman. He shall place into her hands the remembrance meal offering, which is a meal offering of jealousies, while the bitter curse bearing waters are in the Kohen's hand. The Kohen shall then place excuse me. The Kohen shall then place her under oath and say to the woman, if no man has lain with you, and you have not gone astray to become defiled to another, in place of your husband, then you will be absolved through these bitter waters which cause the curse. But as for you, if you have gone astray to another instead of your husband, and have become defiled, and another man besides your husband has lain with you, the Kohen shall now adjure the woman with the oath of the curse. And the Kohen shall say to the woman, may the Lord make you for a curse and an oath among your people, when the Lord causes your thigh to rupture and your belly to swell. For these curse-bearing waters shall enter your innards, causing the belly to swell, and the thigh to rupture. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. Then the Kohen shall write these curses on a scroll and erase it in the bitter water. He shall then give the bitter curse-bearing waters to the woman to drink, and the curse-bearing waters shall enter her to become bitter. The Kohen shall take the meal offering of jealousies from the woman's hand, wave the meal offering before the Lord, and bring it to the altar. The Kohen shall scoop out from the meal offering its reminder, and burn it upon the altar, and then he shall give the woman the water to drink. He shall make her drink the water, and it shall be that, if she had been defiled, and was unfaithful to her husband, the curse-bearing waters shall enter her to become bitter, and her belly will swell, and her thigh will rupture. The woman will be the curse among her people. But if the woman had not become defiled, but she is clean, she shall be exempted, and bear seed. This is the law of jealousies when a woman goes astray to someone other, then her husband is defiled. Or if a spirit of jealousy comes over a man, and he is jealous of his wife, and he presents the woman before the Lord, and the Kohen shall do to her all of this law. The man shall be absolved of iniquity, and the woman shall bear her iniquity. Chapter 6. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, a man or a woman who sets himself apart by making a Nazirite vow to abstain for the sake of the Lord. He shall abstain from new wine and aged wine. He shall not drink even vinegar made from new wine or aged wine. Nor shall he drink anything in which grapes have been steeped. And he shall eat neither fresh grapes nor dried ones. For the entire duration of his absence he shall not eat any product of the grapevine from seeds to skins. All the days of his vow of abstinence no razor shall pass over his head, until the completion of the term that he abstains for the sake of the Lord. It shall be sacred, and he shall allow the growth of the hair of his head to grow wild. All the days that he abstains for the Lord, he shall not come into contact with the dead, to his father, to his mother, to his brother, or to his sister. He shall not defile himself if they die, for the crown of his God is upon his head. For the entire duration of his abstinence, he is holy to the Lord. If someone in his presence dies, unexpectedly or suddenly, and causes the Nazirite head to become defiled, he shall shave off the hair of his head on the day of his purification. On the 7th day he shall shave it off, and on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the Kohen at the entrance to the tent of meeting. The Kohen shall prepare one for a sin offering and one for a burnt offering, and atone on his behalf for sinning by coming into contact with the dead, and he shall sanctify his head on that day. He shall consecrate to the Lord the period of his abstinence, and bring a lamb in its first year as a guilt offering. The previous days shall be cancelled because his Naziriteship has been defiled. This is the law of the Nazirite. On the day his period of Naziriteship is completed, he shall present himself at the entrance to the tent of meeting. He shall bring his offering to the Lord, 1 unblemished lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 unblemished ewe lamb in its first year as a sin offering, and 1 unblemished ram as a peace offering. And a basket of unleavened cakes, loaves of fine flour mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil, with their meal offerings and their libations. The Kohen shall present it before the Lord and perform the service of his sin offering and his burnt offering. He shall make the ram as a peace offering to the Lord, along with the basket of unleavened cakes, and the Kohen shall perform the service of its meal offering with its libation. The Nazirite shall shave the head of his Naziriteship at the entrance to the tent of meeting, and he shall take the hair of the head of his Naziriteship and place it upon the fire which is under the peace offering. The Kohen shall then take the cooked foreleg of the ram, 1 unleavened loaf from the basket, and 1 unleavened wafer. Place them in the hands of the Nazirite after he has shaven off his Nazirite head. The Kohen shall wave them as a waving before the Lord. It is consecrated to the Kohen. Along with the breast of the waving and the thigh of the uplifting, after this, a Nazirite may drink wine. This is the law of a Nazirite who makes a vow. His offering to the Lord For his Naziriteship is in addition to what is within his means, according to the vow that he vows, so shall he do, in addition to the law of his Naziriteship. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron his son, saying, This is how you shall bless the children of Israel, saying to them, May the Lord bless you and watch over you. May the Lord cause his countenance to shine upon you and favor you. May the Lord raise his countenance toward you and grant you peace. They shall bestow my name upon the children of Israel, so that I will bless them.